here, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want.
All right, ladies, if you guys are here, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and leave me a comment on the Facebook page, and as soon as I see you all are here, then I'll get going. Hey, Blessed Finances, I see you are here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else that's here, go ahead and chime in the comment sections and go ahead and dance to the music before we get started, all right? Here we go.
If you feel like happiness is the truth, because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none.
Hey, Markeisha, welcome.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Okay. I'm just going to finish up a few things here. All right. Cool. It's Sonia. Hey.
Hey, Keysha.
I was actually looking for you. I was like, where's Sonia Jennings at?
I was like, let me see if this thing works.
It does. It works. It works. Okay. It works. So I was just sending a message to the group here. So the email them to, okay. All right. Cool. How's your week going?
Pretty good. I decided, I was like, you know what, let me just get on. So that'll give me some more practice for Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it sure will. My mom was all calling me. Yeah, and see, I even like got my little planner and stuff out.
Uh-huh.
So those of you who are watching us actually on Sunday, Sonia's going to come on and share some things with us about getting organized. And if you are excited about that, I need you to chime in on the on the in the comments that yeah, you want to hear that because I know. Valerie Mason, woo!
My husband had me do our calendar. I used to have like before I got married, I'm only been married for about a year, but before I got married, I was married for 21 years before that.
Oh.
And we always ate the same thing over and over. We had a menu. So I just got through doing our menu for the rest of the month. My husband was like, you got to get this menu. So I have my menu here ready. And so we know exactly what we're eating every day for the rest of the month until the second week of June.
Are you so?
And just put it on the refrigerator. We're going to go grocery shopping and just get everything done. And it just makes your life so much easier. It really does.
Wow. Okay. We weren't supposed to talk about this till Sunday, but I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I was trying to be like, oh, I thought that was my mom again. I was like, Mom, I'm uninterruptible right now. I tell your mom, I'm uninterruptible right now. Okay, so do not call me. Whatever. That is so cool because I'm just starting. Okay, so I'm just starting this whole organization thing. Like, I mean, like when I say I'm a free spirit, I am a free, wild spirit. Like, my husband, he'll come home from work, he'll be like, so what are we eating for dinner? I'm like, that's a good question. I don't know. Like, and it's 5 o'clock. He's like, okay, all right. I'm like, what do you want to cook?
Yeah.
So I just started, I was at this event, and so someone told me to, like, try, like, I have things that are urgent, things that are important, and then stuff that I just have to do this week or so,
Yeah.
So I'm getting there. So I'm excited. So I can't wait to hear, on Sunday, like some other tips. So you got to get some, definitely the meal planning thing. I should totally do that. My life would be so, yeah. I just want to outsource cooking. But how do you cook? So you cook the meals in advance, or you just cook them on the day out?
No, we cook them every single day, and I'm all about like all the fresh stuff. And I used to be a real health fanatic, and I kind of got, life takes a course on you. So about 3-4 years, I kind of didn't do anything. But my friends used to be like, "Oh, girl, you get on my nerves because you're in all this health stuff. You're like a commercial, just talking about eat this and eat that." And I went as far as down to the blood, the blood type, and what you're supposed to be eating for your blood type. So that way you don't gain weight and stuff. You know what? I mean, it goes really deep. And so I'm all about the fresh fruits and the fresh vegetables and all this other stuff. And every once in a while we do frozen stuff, like maybe frozen spinach or something. But I always prefer the fresh stuff to go and get it cooked and stuff like that. So we pretty much cook everything from scratch every single day.
Oh, my God. I'm so impressed.
Yeah. And my husband cooks, too. I mean, he's an awesome cook.
Uh-huh.
And he's ex-military, so I mean, he's like structure. Everything has to be structure. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So it's kind of, but you know what? It makes your life so much easier, especially when you work from home. Because when I used to go to corporate America, you did have to have your stuff down, or else you would just be in chaos. And being a project manager, a project coordinator, also a financial analyst, I was too for the company. You really have to. I mean, I can't put my life in a MS Project,
Right.
So, so you really have to, like, you just have to do what it takes. And I mean, even if you can't make a whole month menu, but you can make maybe just a week. Here's what we might eat. But I mean, it's not to say that we can't change it. You can change, if something comes up, say, hey, I don't feel like cooking today. So just go out to get something to eat. And that's okay, too. It's not perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. It's just that we do what we can to just make our lives easier.
Mm.
And that's basically it.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So anyway, so you all are getting a sneak peek of the conversation that we'll be deeper into this conversation because I know without a shadow of a doubt there's so many, not just women, there's women and men who are just like, how in the heck can I just organize my life? What are some simple things that I can do in order to stay organized so I don't seem like I'm just, everywhere? So awesome. So I'm so excited. So Sonia, make sure you have. So you guys can send your questions. Like if you have questions, specific ones for her in regards to organization and everything like that, then you can still send them to KeyshaBass@gmail.com. That's ASKKEYSHA Bass@gmail.com. And then on Sunday, then I'll make sure I have my nice little folder of questions and stuff so that, because who wants to, make money and just be like all over the place? I mean, it's so overrated, right? So yeah, awesome. Okay. So we are actually, so I'm looking at some questions that I have this week. And Miss Sonia, if you have some questions for me as well, that would be awesome. Sorry, I'm actually in the chat box, and so Valerie will sneak on. I can't wait until she's like full time so she can just like hang out with me and stuff on Hangouts in the middle of the day. So let's see here. I am going to look and see who sent me some questions. So I have a question about the eBay app. Can you get me a little bit more specific? So I'll tell you the eBay app, if you download it from, let me come back to this here. If you download it, you can download it from your so if you have an iPhone, which I have an iPhone, okay? So if you have an iPhone, then it's in the App Store, right? And it's just the eBay app, okay? If you have an Android phone, it's in the marketplace or Google Market or whatever, right? And basically, you download it, and there's a few cool things about it. So, if you can see it, right? So that was mine is coming up, and I was looking at track shoes, so it's like recently viewed, so it shows me. Because my son has some track shoes that are newly worn, and so I'm like, maybe I should sell those on eBay, right? So I was actually doing some research, and I think it'll be more headache for me to sell them on eBay, and then I'm just gonna send them to the track team and be like, hey, if someone needs some shoes, then go for it. Here's some free ones. I thought that was a better idea. But you just download the app. The cool thing about it, and so hopefully you can see. It. Let me turn my light off. Oh, now I'm about to. But anyway, hopefully you can see that. And the cool thing, so you download it from the App Store or whatever, and when you're in stores, like there's a search bar that's at the top, and I don't care which phone you have, the functionality of the eBay app is the same. There's a search bar, search eBay at the top, and you can literally like be in the store. You can type in the name of something if you want to, or there's a scanner that's built in, and it'll actually scan, so you can see how it's actually the scanner came up. So you can scan the barcode of an item while you're in the store, and you can find out like how much is that item selling for. You can even refine the search and find out how much that item actually sold for on eBay, which is actually pretty cool. You can do some some research while you're out. And I literally have gone to like Walgreens and gone to different stores, and I'll go and find those the items that they have, and we'll see like, okay, is this selling on eBay? How much to sell for? I have an Amazon app that does the same thing. Actually, I have an Amazon app that's that I actually paid for that actually will help you do Amazon research. But yeah, so that's kind of that. I mean, not kind of. That's what you do with the eBay app, and then of course once you make a sale, then it actually makes the cha-chings down. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me see it in yet. Let me know if that answered your question. Okay, question. I'm going to answer your question, Valerie. Just 1 minute. So hopefully does that help you out? Hey, good morning, Levana. Good morning. That's awesome. Oh my God, I'm so excited. There's people here. Like human interaction. Sorry, Sonia. I'm like human interaction. Yes. You're at home, so you probably understand my pain. It's like, oh my God, there's people. So yeah, So some of this I do just to like stay from going crazy. Do you go to the meetups and stuff? You're in Houston, right?
Yes, I am in Houston.
You go like to the meetups or different things and like get out and interact with people.
Oh, all the time. As a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with my previous pastor in the city that I lived in, and he's setting up a meeting place for me to start doing bi-weekly meetings for Dia's Domination at one of the hotels down there. And so he's so funny. He was like, "Yeah, you used to be my secretary. Now I'm your secretary. You have me doing your stuff, scheduling your stuff, or whatever." And I go to the city, and I have a lot of ex-coworkers that I used to work in corporate. I mean, people still email me, they call me, and so I do. You have to get out.
Mhm.
If
Right.
you don't get out, it's like, you do have to take your lunch breaks. I go to the post office, I go do my things, check my mail and stuff like that. So I do get out. It's important to get out.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I'm doing it more, um, and I'm doing it more. And I actually went to an event the other night, like last Thursday night. Actually, I jumped off to hang out. I mean, the webinar with Jennifer, and went to an event that a friend of mine, she had invited me to. It was the most exceptional thing because I actually made some really good connections. That not if not for just my DS domination, business. Like, it's not all the time about you meeting someone for them to join you in business. I met some connections that of women that can help me, with my speaking career, and just helping me get to the next level. Which sitting here in my house, it's not the same, right?
Yeah.
And watching videos and stuff. So I was really excited about that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I also have a friend of mine. She has a marketing business and she has her own business, and she used to work for the major newspaper here in Houston, Texas. And she has her own marketing business. So I go to all the events that she has doing offline stuff. But
Mhm.
at first I didn't get the gist of the online marketing because I am new to online marketing. I've only been at it for maybe about a year and a half,
Okay.
and or maybe less. But all of the offline things I used to do, because I've been in so many offline marketing businesses, I didn't realize until Reginald started telling us to get out there and start using that. It still helps just because you're online. Offline absolutely helps. I mean, so I am starting to go to, she sends me a lot of things. Hey, we're having a hangout or we're having a meet and greet. So do you want to come? I'm part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And she told me she's part of several of them. And so I'm part of one chamber of commerce, but I'm getting ready to join a few more because they help you, that you can send out emails to their mailing list, and they do help you with a lot of personal development. And that's a big thing I'm working on right now is personal development. It is so important. It really is for online business, offline business, just general.
That's good. I think that's gonna be a focus of our conversation today because actually that's what I was kind of thinking about is, and that's good you said that. I'm thinking about actually joining our local chamber of commerce, um, and I think not I think I keep saying I think a lot, but I do think a lot, but we have to treat it more, become more, look at it more as a business, right? As as a professional, as opposed to just I'm an internet marketer, right? And it's like something I was listening to Holton Bugs, and many people know I'm like Holton Bugs fanatical at this point in my life, um, in a good way. But one of the things that he says is that he says I'm not a network marketer, right? I'm a businessman, okay? And because network marketers look for other network marketers, but business people, you were looking for business owners, right? People who want to actually start their own business, or we want to connect with business owners and, you know, grow our network, or, whatever it is. And so I've really been thinking about the chamber myself, doing that. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Mhm.
So which chambers are you a member of now?
I am part of the Chamber of Commerce for, there's a Channel View, it's a city, and it's probably about maybe 25 miles out of Houston. And so they do a lot of community service stuff. They do a lot of that. So It's Chamber of Commerce Channelview, and I'm getting ready to be part of the. There's a Baytown Chamber of Commerce, and that's where I grew up and went to school, and so they have a lot of events also. And you pay like $25 to attend most of their events because you're a member, and some of them are free. Like we just had a meet and greet where you had 3 minutes to tell the audience what you do, your name, and in just 3 minutes. But after that, people were interested. I had a lot of people come to me and give me business cards, and you keep up because I might need someone. Like there was a guy that does roofing, and we needed some work done, and so you hire people that way. And as a matter of fact, the president of the chamber, she was so interested in India's domination, so I'm waiting to hear back from her.
Wow. So this is my question. This is a great, great thing because we have, people that are in the business that are affiliates. So when someone asks you, so you're at the chamber and you have your 3 minutes, right? And they ask you, Sonia, what is it that you do? What do you tell people that you do?
Okay, I stood up and said, my name is Sonia Jennings. I'm an online marketer where I teach others how to create financial wealth online by product sourcing. And what we do is that we buy low and we sell high online and we profit the difference. And that was it.
Wow. And they were like, how do you do that?
Exactly. And then so you leave them hanging because you only have that, and you have someone timing you, and they're like, you're looking at them, they're like, cut, your time is up. And so, you have 3 minutes and it can be said,
Right. That's good. Like you said, just tell them just enough to leave them hanging to ask you, how do you do that? Right? That's the question, that you want them to ask. If you tell them, everything, oh yeah, I go to eBay and then I go to Amazon and then I search, and all that, that's too much information, right? It's like, you just want to give them enough to say, how do you do that? That's good. Good stuff. I just posted a question actually in the comment box for you all to actually, how do you all network and how do you get out? Because the name of the game with this is exposure, right? I mean, that's the name of the game. Is with any, I don't care if you're online or you're offline, it's the same thing. It's all about exposure. Offline, we do have some, some ways that you can actually, get exposure. So Sonia told you, join the Chamber of Commerce. You want to be where, if not for just a connection's sake, you want to get around people that are going in the direction, that you want to go. If you're the most brilliant person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Okay, and that's the one thing I've realized and figured out this year is that I want to go where I'm challenged. I want to go, and so I actually went to this event the other night, and oftentimes I can be intimidated by, I went and I know there's, people who, sell millions in real estate, it just, just different things, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go there, right? I'm going to challenge myself. And now, just for myself, make myself grow as a person. So it was really good because then I ended up meeting with some ladies that, I'm not the most brilliant in the group, right? It's kind of like they know, one lady, she's had a radio show on, NBC or, she's like done like some amazing things. I've done millions in marketing and everything. Another lady's in finance and, has spoke, has worked with Lisa Nichols and, done some, just done some amazing things. And I was like, yes, this is where, I need to be, right? Where I am, because, you look at the income of the 5 people that you hang out with, and that's the average. That's, so I'm like, look, I need to be around people that are doing, $1 million already, not talking about they want to do $1 million. No, they are doing it, So, awesome. That's what's been going on in my world. Let's see who has some questions. So meetup groups. So Markeisha says she does meetup groups and just talking to folks in public. Yeah, that's what it's gonna take. Let's see who else. Where's Valerie Mason at? She just travels the world. Okay, she just gets on the plane and go wherever she wants to go, meet some new people. So let's see. Let me look at my inbox. Oh, I got more questions. So hold on, I gotta sneeze. You guys hold me a minute. So I have a question from one of the viewers that says, how did you get so awesome?
Yes, we want to know.
How did I get so awesome? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how I got so awesome. You see this?
Yeah.
Like there's part of it, and I invested in myself. This stuff was not free. I invested in myself. My mentor said buy the course, and I said okay, I'm buying the course, right? And I didn't, and it's so crazy because like maybe a year ago, I'm being very honest with y'all. Maybe a year ago, I'd have been like, you want me to spend how much money on some home study course, and watch some DVDs and CDs of these people, and stuff. I would have been that type of person. Here's another, how else I get so awesome because I do this, right? So 4 hour work week, right? And one thing I learned from Host and Bugs, and he was very, he was actually on my, I was watching on my TV. One thing I learned from him is that he was like, I master chapters. So most people get on, and they'll be like, oh my God, I read I read this book and I read that book and stuff. And so he said, it's awesome, but, tell me what's on chapter 12, right? What's in chapter 12? Because it's not about you just reading a whole bunch of books. He says, I master chapters. So like he would get this book and he would find a chapter and he would master the information in a chapter. He may not read the entire book. He was like, it may take me 4 years to read an entire book. But he said, I master, the information that I need. And so, that's what I'm really learning is to, I'm really into productivity right now because I don't want to just be busy. And many of us are just busy. And it's no good because busy work doesn't produce income. So we got to, and actually, and how else I become so awesome? Because I spend a good 2 or 3 hours a day seriously in personal development. Right now in my life, I'm not kidding. Like that's how much. Because I'm seriously from when I wake up in the morning, I get in my car to take the kids to school. My son now even puts on the personal development CD. Like he'll say, I want to hear this one, right? Because this is where we are. Because I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up wealthy, right? I wasn't poor. But I didn't. A lot of the information I'm getting right now, I didn't grow up with that information. I didn't know how my mind was so powerful and how I can create my own reality. I didn't know that. All I knew was money didn't grow on trees. Go to school, get a good education, get a good job, and then maybe you retire, in I don't know how many years. Put away money for retirement, and all these things. That's all I know. So I'm really deprogramming myself. I bought this book. This is another way I become awesome. If you can see this, this is my Audible subscription. I don't know how many books I got. So, and I'll pick one. I just bought The One Thing, right? Because I follow people that are online, and Nicole Cooper had done a call, and she talked about this book, The One Thing. And yeah, hands down, the most exceptional lady on, like, at least one of the most exceptional marketers, and I don't even want to say marketers, but just women in general, business, business professional. I'll say professional. Everything that she speaks, honestly, it's so profound, right? So she started the Sunday night call, ramp up or something like that, and she talked about, the one thing, and it's actually amazing. It's a good, really good book, and it talks about, focusing on the one thing, right? And what is your success list? And so that's why I even wrote this on this board, because I want to get down to the one thing, right? What is the one thing that I need to be doing right now, to so that I'm not just to say I did a bunch of to-do lists, right? And many of us, we just want to like, oh yeah, I got this big long to-do list and stuff like that, but it's like the to-do list takes us everywhere, right? And on my to-do list, I looked at it and I was like, I got from down to folding clothes to sending an email to I'm like, what is what is this, right? So, but yeah, so the one thing is a really good book. The one thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. And I bought Utility by Jay Baer, Baer. I don't even know. I saw someone that virtual mentor that I have. He was in her news feed and stuff, and so I thought, well, I'll buy his book too. I'll find out What is he saying? The Soul of Money. I think Kevin told everyone to buy that one, or he actually sent free copies of that book, The Soul of Money, which is good. So that's I mean, and I know the question was probably to be more, wasn't as as serious, but that's really how you can become more awesome, and your income will only grow as much as you do, right? So if you're not growing as a person, I mean, I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. If you're not growing as a person, you're only going to make so much money, and that's going to be it, right? You'll only get to a certain point. Your eBay business will only grow to a certain point, and that's going to be it. That'll be and actually, the sad thing about it is that your business will last about 2 or 3 years, maybe, right? Maybe it may last that long, but for those of you who want long-term wealth and not just money, right? Those of you who want long-term money, then you're gonna have to grow as a person and spend way more time growing yourself and figuring out what are my goals, what are my dreams, and you are trying to figure out what am I going to sell on eBay, right? And everyone spends way more time like, oh my God, what's hot? What's the hot item? Well, the hot item is anything you put on there when you got the right mindset, because I believe that anything I put on eBay is just going to sell. And I may not sell in 24 hours, right? It may not sell in 2 hours, like some people say. It may not sell in 2 weeks, right? But as a business person, think about Macy's. Okay, let's just think about business. And so in Macy's has buyers, and they decide what they're going to sell for the season and everything. So Macy's, they bring in these clothes and everything, and it's what the buyers thought that was good for the season. They put them on the displays. They put them on the racks and everything and stuff. And so, do you mean to tell me if nobody comes in and in 2 hours buys something off the rack, Macy's is going to just snatch everything off the rack, put it in the back, and just shut down the shop? This ain't working. No. What I'm saying? I mean, like, let's just think about it. Fred Meyer. They someone that's a new, and Fred Meyer is a grocery store here in Washington State. I don't know if it's everywhere, but and so they bring in items, right? Somebody had a new item and they thought that it was going to be a hot seller, and maybe it flopped. But do you think that because one item flopped, Fred Meyer is now shutting down, closing down all their operations all over Washington State because one item did not sell? It was a flop. No. And so that's why I say we have to get in the mindset of business owners. People come say, what? Oh my God, my items aren't selling. Well, how many items do you have in your store? 2? What? You have what? You got 2 items in your store, and you're wondering why you're not getting sales? I mean, just think about a regular brick and mortar, right? Because I think because it's 1995 and it's online, we don't think business wise. And so I want you all that are especially watching, that are listening today, and I don't know, and somebody must need this, right? So I'm going in this route. I want you to think about it. Just because it was $20 for you to get started, treat it like $1 million empire, okay? And so if you think about if you got a brick and mortar store and you only had 2 items in there, you got racks everywhere, okay? So you got racks everywhere because you're a store, okay? And then people come in your store, you got 2 items. Let's say 5. You got all these racks everywhere with 5 items in the store. How many sales do you think you're going to make in a day? You only got five items. People only have 5 things to choose from. So the chances of you selling something is going to be much lower if you have 20 items. I mean, I'm saying, so Tanya, what are your thoughts about that?
No, I was just thinking that is great, because and Reginald has been challenging us. I'm part of his team, and he's my mentor, and he's been challenging us in this coaching that he's been doing. I don't know how it's gonna last. I mean, how long it's gonna last. Mm-hmm. But every single day he'll say to list 10 items. If you have the funds for you to list 10 items, and I found that the more I list, I mean, I got an increase just to do that. And the more I list, it doesn't matter if it's 1 item that you list per day, extra on top of what you have. you do list it if you have. One thing Carrie last night said on the team call that we had. He said this, and I wrote it down. He says, "You are the CEO of your business and not the receptionist. The receptionist at a business only cares about coming in, clocking in, sitting at the desk, and waiting for someone to come in, for her to direct them where they need to go, to answer phone calls, etc. A CEO has everything on his mind for the corporation." So I wrote it down, and I started thinking about what he said last night and saying, hey, Sonia, you have to incorporate some more things because you are the CEO. This morning I woke up and I got like 3 messages on my phone. And that's what I did my video on, because I was like, why me? And I was laying on the bed. I didn't go to bed until about 2. I think it was probably about maybe a little after 2 a.m. this morning, because I wanted to finish some of my IPAs that I hadn't gotten done in the daytime, because my daughter just got from college. She has a lot of laundry, and I was trying to help her out. And so I took a couple of hours in my day so I could help her do some things personally. So I knew I had to catch up on some of the things that I didn't get done, because it's my business. I'm the CEO. I was like, he is so on point. But this morning I got some messages, and I said, oh my God, I just wanted to lay in bed. But I got the messages. I woke up and I was like, I'm not going to lie, I cried this morning, but I had to shake myself. I had to speak to myself. I had to do my devotional, and I had to say, look, girl, you have a business that you're running. Your customers are waiting on you. You can't just sit there. Your receptionist is waiting on you. Your project managers are waiting on you. You know, you have people that you have to pay. It could just be me, but it's people that I have to pay. So that's what I did my video on this morning.
Wow.
I could have sat down in bed and say, why me? This is not working. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? But I really had to talk to myself, and I do have to do this every single day, and say, snap out of it. And it was so on point when he said that last night, because I reflected right back on what he said. I said, wait a minute, son, you're the CEO. People are depending on you, because if it doesn't work out, everything gets shut down. If the receptionist quit, we can hire another receptionist. If I quit my own business that I'm building, who's going to take over? There's no other CEO to bring in to take over that business. And so that's how I look at it. So absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to do it every single day. It's my business.
Right. Right. It's all yours. Oh my goodness. That's good. I was actually at a live meeting last night, so I actually missed Mr. Excitement, his call or whatever. I will definitely catch the replay. But you know, it's funny because I even did yesterday. I did a live meeting. Okay, transparent moment. The flyer. Okay, so I had you know, hired someone on Odesk to do this flyer. It was horrible. Okay, like when I tell you the flyer was horrible, it was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I could have gotten on. I could have gone onto PowerPoint and did a better flyer myself. I mean, it was just that horrible. And a part of me wanted to just cancel the entire event. Right? I was just like, whatever. I'm just not gonna do it. You know, the flyers messed up, so I didn't properly, you know, promote it the way I wanted to, and you know, just different things. I had all sorts of, Roger told us about this book a long time ago. What you say when you talk to yourself. Okay, so this is how it became more awesome. You know what I'm saying? Is to think about it. See, and so that conversation that was going on, you know, it was totally it was self-sabotage, totally detrimental conversation, right? And I'm saying to myself, oh, I should just cancel. Oh my goodness, oh me, oh my, you know, the flyer sucks. I didn't promote it like I should. I didn't do this. I did, you know, so that's the whole conversation. Went and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways, right? Because I'll just, if nothing else, if I go and it's just people that are already in de-estimation, I'll just do a training, right? I'll just turn this into a training. Whatever happens, it just happens. Had 2 people sign up last night.
Yeah.
You know, just and you just have to do it. You know, imperfect action. You know, just go for it. So, woohoo! All right, let's see. It looks like Linda has joined us, but Linda, we can't see you. But welcome. So promoting YouTube videos, using the ads, if you're talking about using the using ads on YouTube, I would definitely it's definitely something I would learn. Now, I personally, I did it about a year ago, I think. I may have done it. I may have tried it about a year ago, but I'm not proficient in YouTube marketing with paying for them. So, but it's I think it's worth it. If there's some training, if you all are listening and you know of some training for YouTube video, YouTube PPC is what it's called. YouTube PPC. Then send it to me at askkeyshabass@gmail.com if you find something that's really good. But I think it's worth it. Anything with YouTube, I mean, and I'm just like, I love YouTube. So I think that anything they do is worth it to learn. So, and I'm probably gonna look myself for some good YouTube PPC training because I think it's worth it. Math ask John McKinley, he may know. Okay. So someone has a question. Are you accepting questions? Yes, I am. Sorry. Sorry. If a pro member signs up an elite member, will the commission go to the next elite in the pro's lineage, or will it not be paid out at all until the pro upgrades to the elite? So it will pass up. It'll pass up to your sponsor. And so yeah, it used to not go anywhere, but they actually changed it. It now goes up to your sponsor, and then once you actually have elite, then once you actually have elite, then it will actually start paying you for the commission. So, which is kind of cool. It's like you don't lose it forever. You just lose it while you don't have it. So, yep. Let's see here. And my messages are going. I'm gonna turn it off. The reason why I wasn't accepting message through messaging is because it starts to go, hey, guys. Here, there we go. All right, any more questions? Let's see here. I'm going back to my email. Thanks for you all for joining us and stuff today. And Valerie already bought the book, The 4-Hour Work Week. She sent me the picture of it. Way to go. Valerie is a boss, okay? I just love her. Let's see what else. Now I gotta find the link in the group. Yay me. Yay me. Any big plans? So your daughter's home for college. Where is she from? What college school?
She goes to Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. What's she studying?
She is actually studying to be a mathematical engineer.
Hello. Lord. So she likes so the person who sent me the question about the upgrading to the elite just got a sale.
Yeah.
It is so awesome. I'm telling you, this thing is just awesome. Let's see what else. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. You all can post them definitely in the chat box, and I will definitely answer them. Markeisha, when's your retirement date? I think, like, I don't know if you were in the group, but some of them I challenged them to actually write the resignation letter. You know, so put a date on it and everything, and then, you know, write down what that day is gonna look like, right? Even write it out, like, what the day, what it's gonna look like. What are you gonna smell? What are you gonna do when you get up? And what are you gonna eat? Write out the day, your last day at work, and just how's your drive in to work on the last day? What do you feel like? Right? Because that's really what it's all about. feeling, and you can feel that. You can feel the freedom of it even before you actually get there. Um, and because our subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's fake. So when you write it out and then you read that and you rehearse that, then it goes to work to bring that to pass, right? And that's why I never, I told my son the other day, we were talking about subconscious mind, and I said, Joshua, when you go to the movies, right? I'm like, like your conscious mind, that that's fake, right? I mean, you go and pay money, and you go sit in the movie theater. So why is it that you still get scared? Like, I mean, Sonia, did you watch Freddy Krueger?
Absolutely not. I'm not a scary.
Like, absolutely not. Okay.
I'll come into the room and I'll look at it and I don't do scary movies. I don't do scary movies. And my friends laughed at me growing up in high school. I just don't do scary movies. I don't know why.
Well, I definitely don't like them. I definitely don't do them anymore. I used to watch Freddy Krueger, um, Freddy Krueger and Jason. I don't know why I watch that crap. And now, my husband's like a scary movie fanatic, which I don't even watch them anymore. Like, no, thank you. But, I was telling him though, I said, when you go to a scary movie, right, that it's scary, but why is it that you still, you get scared, you're grabbing the arm, I'm like, you're grabbing the folks that are sitting next to you and everything. I mean, but that, I said, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's fake. So you sit there, and it's just like, oh my God. But I've been really, just really working on, my subconscious mind, and how many sales I want to make a day, and how and I have this mantra, smart and ambitious people call me every day to personally sponsor them into my network marketing business, right, or into my business, however you want to say it. But so therefore, because I keep saying that, my subconscious goes to work to bring people to me, right? So people message me, hey Linda, looks like we can hear you, but we can't see you. How's it going?
Going good. How are you all?
We're good. We can hardly hear you. It sounds like you're way far away. Like, hello, hello,
Well,
hello.
I am. I'm in Atlanta.
Can you turn your volume up?
Sure.
Awesome. Or get closer to your speaker, your microphone or something. That. Yeah. So you're gonna have to go to work on that. Let's see what else. Let's see any other questions. If not, I'm going to lunch. Okay. And then we'll be back definitely on Sunday night. Let's see. So tonight we have training. So those of you who are actually part of the examination tonight, there is training at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. There's live training, and then there's elite training at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. So if you own Elite, then you can find the link to, you can go register for the Elite training in the back office, and also pro level training. So those trainings are tonight. Tomorrow night, just to give some announcements, okay, announcements at church. No, announcements at church. So tomorrow night, we will be having a Monopoly webinar, and I'm just so excited because if you guys don't know, but Sean Agnew did about $10,000. I think, I don't know how soon he did that, like in a week or something, or maybe the month. Anyways, he's going to be doing a training, Monopoly training tomorrow, along, I think Reginald's going to jump on there as well. So you have to have Monopoly, and you want to, there's a post in the group that you actually pin your proof to so that you can get the link to jump on that training on tomorrow night. I think it's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's tomorrow night, so you want to get on that training. So, and then let's see, so that's Thursday. I'm trying to think, like, what else we got? Sunday night, Winning Women Network. Okay, remember, we're gonna do some organization, talk about how you can become more organized in your life so that you have a life. Okay, so that's our tagline. Be organized so you can actually have a life, right? Um, and that's our schedule. Remember that we're going to be in Atlanta. How about to say Atlanta? We're not being in Atlanta. We're going to be in Las Vegas. Okay, the for DSM Nation's first live event. So those of you who have not gotten your ticket, then go get your ticket so that you can be there because events change lives. Okay, and yes, you can get a recording and everything, but press you know if you can get to a live event, just get to the live event, right? 'Cause there's something that'll happen that will even solidify. You think you believe in DS domination now? Get to a live event. It'll just catapult your belief system even the more. And I was I was doing some training about that, and they were talking about you don't right now in network marketing or in our industry, and I say network marketing because that's just the word I use for it, okay? But it's affiliate marketing right now, business and this industry profession. You don't really need faith to make $1 million, right? Because the first person to make $1 million in network marketing needed faith, right? Because it never been done before, right? So they needed faith. You just need belief, right? So you just need to believe that you can actually do $1 million in this company, in this industry profession, whatever you want to call it. You just need a belief system that you can actually do it, and how grow your belief system is get the rah-rah, okay? So this here is $1 million mentors. These people have done $1 million or more, actually more. Actually, this guy here, so this is Holton Bugs. This dude paid $4.5 million in taxes. In taxes, okay? $1 million. So this is how you grow your belief system. Susan Sly, female, top female income earner, $1 million income earner. I think she does about $2 million a year. I want to say is what her, at least $100,000 a month. So, so my goal is like, six-figure income earner in a year. No, I want to do 6 figures a month. you know, um, you know, I did 6 figures on a job, so that's not really, you know, um, that's not really impressive any longer, right? We want to get down to get a belief system, and so the way that I do that is to grow my belief system that I can do 6 figures a month, right, and all that. So anyway, any other thoughts? Linda, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. You got a question?
Is
Any
there
questions?
is there a link for Backpage? How to set up Backpage in Oodle?
How to set up Backpage in Oodle?
Mhm.
Is there a training on that, or is there a link on that?
Yes, a training or link. Yes.
Not that I know. I mean, it's not really anything to set up per se. I mean, I've used Backpage. I think I had a Backpage poster that I was using. I don't, so I haven't really set up. I mean, it's to create an account and then pretty much just, and let me actually log in. I can show you. It's talking is really awesome. Let me see if I remember my account. Hold on. It's been so long since I did that. Oodle, I don't actually use Oodle, but I've seen it.
I do.
You use Oodle? Okay.
Yeah, it's part of one of the things Reginald have us doing in his coaching, and it could be a little bit confusing if you've never because it took me a little bit. It took me like 2 tries to kind of figure out what was going on, and I had even asked Reginald a question, and he said, "Sonia, I don't know." And so I ended up just trying it out again and just answer. It's real simple. It's just like setting up an account for Craigslist. It's just that your screens look a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And so I don't know if I know Linda, but if she wants to, she could I can put some screenshots together real quick and send it to her.
Oh yes, that would be great.
So I'm here actually, and then let's just do this. I'm here on. Oh, let's see this. Okay, awesome. So this here is Oodle, right?
Mm-hmm.
This the. Oh, you can also post it together.
Put on my glasses.
So I think I looked at it, and then it's like, what are you posting? Um, is this what they'll see? Why they actually why you posting?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was kind of weird.
I can barely see that.
You can't see it. Can you see this on you?
Yes, I
No.
can.
Linda, are you on your phone?
No, I'm just with the computer without the headset.
Okay. Let's make some more sense to me. You add a photo?
I didn't add any photos.
Okay. And then it's free. Select the
Yes.
category.
Yes, it
No.
is free.
You have to the company.
I didn't put a company. You do have to put, I think I did put a job title and the job type.
Good
Okay.
job.
The same thing where Keisha puts a customer service rep on the top. I ended up putting that also at the bottom.
Down
Okay.
here.
Uh, yes.
Did you put your link to apply inside your message?
I'm not sure if it accepted links, but I think I put a phone number in there. And I think whatever email address that you have, if someone, it's almost like Craigslist.
So this is what I would do, Linda, because and those of you who are watching this, um, because for me, I'm like, I would just go to Craigslist and I would find a really good ad and change it around.
Okay.
Uh, go and find something that's, that you find. Let's see. Wow, that's a nice little office. Massage place. Ooh, $12 an hour. Lord have mercy. So, anyways, I don't know. I would do some of this stuff. Um, breakfast experience. And then so whatever number you have them call, it's probably best to set up a voicemail that says, thanks for applying, thanks for calling. If you're interested in more information about the work from home position, or all our agents are busy. I think Red's gonna put a script or whatever on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And my voicemail actually, I think said, almost the same thing. You reach Keysha Bass, and if you're looking for more information about examination, then visit this website, and then I'll call you back. We can have more fruitful conversation. I actually learned that from Mark Hoverson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something that's I'm really looking for.
Okay. I'll try it out and see how far I get with it.
Yeah. So the cool thing about it is that it's not, you don't have to pay for it. So if you mess it up, you just delete it. So
Right.
any other questions? I'll just finish this and post it. So we can just.
No,
Any
I
other
haven't.
questions?
Coach.
I actually like this. Let me take this. Okay, I mean, they put it out there on the internet.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So anyway, sounds good to me. And I guess you just post it. Cool. And then you can see there's like some jobs here. I mean, so look at these that are already out here and see how you can. So you can see how quick that was.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah. I mean, I just did that and I don't even know what I was doing. I told you guys, imperfect action. Okay.
Yes.
So here is a back page. So let me go and see if I can see my ad over here. So my listings, and this is what I would do, because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. Um, so on back page, I would just copy the ad I had on Oodle or post a local ad. I would post it in Los Angeles, California, and don't ask me why I picked that. I just did it. I would do customer service jobs, Los Angeles. And this is what I would do. And I put that in there, that period, because you know what happened? People will like scrape. They'll scrape sites and stuff and get your phone number, and then I have a boatload of telemarketers calling me. So
Oh,
yeah, so even if you put your email address, like you just type it out. Like if I were gonna put my email address, I would say, email Keysha Bass at gmail.com. So that the scrapers If they just tried to scrape, then they wouldn't get my email address and start flooding my inbox with.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, video, images, got auto repost, sponsor ads. So if you wanted to sponsor the ad, which may not be a bad idea. I don't use Backpage. I tried it and stuff like that, but yeah, so I haven't tried it lately. So I guess I'll tell you. There's one plot. Okay, cool. So, I mean, So you can see I just did both of those. Now I have to go to my email and actually confirm it. But that's how you posted both of them. I think I did that in what, a couple minutes on you?
Yeah.
didn't take very long.
Yep, yep, yep. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. If nothing else, you got the recording. You can go back and watch this and pause it and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Or
Thank
she
you.
could actually, in the back, I believe it's in our marketing system where Reginald has training for Backpage. And I used to post mine, to be honest with you, myself. And now I just pay $6 for, I
Yeah.
believe it's 100 posts or something. And I just let them do it for me.
You have to send them the creative. I mean the picture and everything.
Yeah, I send them three. They recommend three different ads. I just change it up some, and I pretty much use the same ones over and over. I have it saved in a folder, and I just email it to them. I pay $6 through PayPal, and I have them do it for me.
So what kind of have you seen and what kind of results have you seen from it?
Uh, Not real. I haven't. It hasn't been very effective, but I said I was gonna just keep trying it and to see how effective it is. But I've probably gotten a few bites off of it. But I mean, Craigslist is like the best. I mean, I have people sending me resumes like every single day from Craigslist. It's just
Right.
really insane because that tells me a lot of people are looking for jobs out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Backpage, not so much, but I figure consistency and just wait and see. And once I maybe about 6 months, then maybe I could say, okay, this is not working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. That's awesome. Think about that. Okay. Anything else, Linda?
No, that's all. Thank you, ladies, so much for your help.
You're so welcome. Let's see if we got any questions on this page. If not, then thank you, Markeisha, for coming. I like that date, February 12th, 2015. It's awesome. Right after my birthday. So we can actually celebrate. We can celebrate together. Your retirement party, my birthday. Cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. All right. So you guys remember we got all the events and stuff that's happening this week with the Unit of Prosperity, the most amazing team ever. Ever. So we'll see you all. I'll probably see you guys next week, same time. Oh, that's right. Next week I'll be back with something amazing to share. I'm thinking about starting up my radio show again. Someone I met that first got into the Unit of Prosperity was asking me like, "What happened to your radio show?" And I'm thinking like, you do something, you'd be like, "Wow, I didn't know I had really reached that many people." So yeah. So I'm getting ready to start back up on the radio and some different things. So be looking out. Be looking out. If I can support you all in any way, please let me know. Send me a message. Send me an email and stuff. And if I certainly can do it, then I definitely will. I'll do what I can. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Love y'all. See you next week.
Thanks,
Bye bye.
Keisha.